What's up, Fish Fam? Today I'm going to show you a few things that I've changed around yet again. Uh, First of all, I'll start with the 75 gallon. As you can see, I put the Oscar, the Severum, and the electric blue in here, along with a few the neons and the black skirts and a few rainbows, which they are actually seem like they're getting along well in this tank as well. Now I do realize that this tank is only a 75, but I have other plans for these guys. So for now, they'll be fine. For now, long term, probably not, because the 7 will get bigger. The electric blue will get a little bit bigger, but as of right now, everybody's doing pretty good in here. It seemed like they got a little bit more activity than they did have in the 125, to be honest with you. Like the Oscar is actually swimming around a lot more, like undisturbed too, calmer, because in 125 it was swimming upside down and not, bigger tank, but it seemed like it didn't enjoy it as much for some odd reason. The Severum is actually swimming around a lot better too. Like, what I mean by a lot better is like it's not hiding so much. It's not acting like it's scared when I come up on it. Because in the bigger tank, for some reason, it would dart off and hide behind some wood or something, or the plants right there would constantly stay there. So maybe, this was not such a bad move as I felt that it wouldn't have been, but it's kind of showing now the more activity these guys are giving and not swimming around so frantic. Seem like they're actually enjoying it really more than they were. So that's that on this tank. But quick side view. I did a water change and everything today, so I try to keep the water as clean as I can on all my tanks, not just certain ones, all my tanks. But yeah, that's the update on this tank. Let y'all look at it for a little bit. So everybody's calm in here. Like they're enjoying it a lot better for some odd reason. Because even the neons are swimming around more than they were. Because they were, they were hiding. I didn't understand it. It didn't feel like there was much in there. Everything would hide and scramble, and it's not because of where it sits. Because truthfully, I was right here is more traffic movement where this tank sits than where the 125 sits. I mean, 125, the most traffic goes when you go to feed them and sit and look at them, for a minute. But right here's a lot more movement, and they're not running. I couldn't get a camera on them. And in the 235, I added the Pleco back into this one because it would have been really too many fish in the 75. Plus, I added this fake piece of wood that I had once before I got from Universal Rocks. I decided to put it back in here because this big guy here, or big girl, for some odd reason loves to knock around this heater. Right? So my plan, I don't know how well this is going to work long term, but my plan was to put that here to prevent. I do understand I might need to move the heater over some so it's not up against that. I'm going to fix that. I just now noticed that. But the plan is to put that there so big girl here doesn't knock around the heater anymore and risk busting in and killing everybody. You understand? You can kill everybody. Look, you. Yeah, you. Loves the camera. Look at her. stay over there, let those get some shine. Then, the clown knife is still doing good. This guy does that very, very often. I did try putting the Severum over here, but it just stayed hiding finger in the way, sorry. Hiding in between the wood. So I decided to net it out and put it in the 75, and it's doing wonderful in there now. So that's really a big update on here on this tank. Everybody's doing good. Even the clown has some problems with the fins in the back, but they're healing up just great. So happy to see that, to tell you the truth. But enough of that on that one. This tank here, I decided to put the Geos in here. The Geos along with the Congo Tetras. Now, the reason why I did that is because I do have more plans to order more Geos. I believe I'll go with the redheads this time. I was gonna keep this a species only type of setup, but I always wanted some redheads, so we're gonna see how that goes and how that unfolds. But yeah, but they're doing good in here as well. For them, like I just moved all these fish around today during the water change, so that's why they're kind of a little finicky a little bit. But I fed them a little bit after I moved them over, so they're all eating. They're all doing just, doing fine. So I'm glad to see that. And, the water may be a little hazy. To me, it looks clear, but it may be hazy to some. See, there's some food floating. Like I just got through feeding them. And I'm also getting a bigger light bar to put up here. Also, so this little light won't be on this tank for too much longer, hopefully. Well, actually, I already ordered the light. It should be here sometime next week. So hopefully it works out good. Hopefully it's working when it gets here. But we'll see how that happens, what all happens with that. So yeah, that's the plans for this tank, is to put some more Geos in here. I think I'm gonna go with 4 redheads, right? I wanna go with 5, but I think that might be a little excessive. So I think if I get 4, we should be okay on that part, because they don't get as big as these guys are. These supposed to get, from what I've read, and I did my research, I read it from 2 different sites. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I never claim to be an expert. I don't care how many years I've been doing it. I still don't claim to be an expert. But one site I read, they only get 6 inches. Then another site I read, they get 9 inches. So I guess if somebody can actually shed some clarity on that, who knows more about them than I do. But these have been some very hardy fish, honestly. The first set I had, I lost like the first 3 or 4, I think 3. And I wound up ordering, I had 5 total. Yeah, I lost 3, so I only wound up ordering 2 more. But the reason I lost those 3, first of all, was because I'm guessing, I can't say for sure, when I did the water change, the water was like extremely cold, and I did know better, but I was thinking like, okay, hopefully by the time I add it and it heats up, won't be too much of a, downward spiral. But when you add cold water like that into a warm tank and it cools the water down that fast and rapidly, and your heater is not gonna catch that up quick at all. So that was a little loss on my end, on my fault. So, I mean, other than that, these fish have been great. So can't wait to try the other group that I plan on getting to put in. As I have seen where you can mix them. I read just, long as I don't get some that are aggressive really, but in geos, from what I've all read and seen, there really aren't any that are like super aggressive unless they're a breeding pair, but that's with almost any cichlid, so that's okay on that. I have my Corys. All of them are doing fine. I have my clown plecos in here. They're, as you know, hiding, doing their own thing. So put my plants in here. Trying to make sure these plants don't start floating up, but with the Corys in there, they're constantly shuffling and scrambling around. So eventually that piece I know is probably going to pop up, so I'm going to have to figure out another spot for it or something. But other than that, everything's going great. But yeah, this is a quick little view of what I've been doing for this week. Oh yeah, and let me show you. Bonanza is still fine. The water is hazy. I did do a water change, but he is doing fantastic. He's chilling. The reason I took the plants out because I'm guessing it was too close to the window because they were getting real yellow. So I'm gonna have to do a different thing for him. Plus this tank is going to get upgraded to a 10 gallon at least with better filter and everything. That way, yeah, even he deserves to be in something great. And he's a beautiful fish. So we're gonna keep, gonna do that. I already have the 10 gallon, so that's gonna be something I think it's gonna be fun for him. But if y'all wanna see that, if you wanna see me actually aquascape it, let me know so I can actually record it, put it up as a video, because this stuff here I could have recorded, but I was more focused on trying to make sure everything got where it needed to be safely, so I wasn't thinking about recording much. And they're all still a little less finicky because of the move just happened. Well, not just happened, but earlier today it happened, so I don't expect them to, be too eager to do much swimming around yet. But yeah, let me know if you want to see a video of me upgrading Bonanza's tank and doing something good with it. I do have more driftwood still. Do have pieces of that. I am, in the progress of seeing how I want to escape his tank for one. So that's one of those things. But that's pretty much it. What's been going on here with this project. So like I said, if you like anything, if you have any comments, please put them down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. I did order, outside of the light, I did order something else to give it a try for the aquarium. So, like I said, tune in for the next video. Peace.